So hey y'all, this is the first video of 2023. Hope y'all had a good New Year's Eve, New Year day, whatever, what time you're watching this. I kind of don't feel like New Year starts until like April because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and spring, I just feel like, blooming, all that stuff. Winter is kind of a weird time to start the new year, I guess, but whatever. What better time than now, because it's a couple more months till April. Start planting your seeds so when April come around, the new year, then you already be set. So today's video is going to be about how to manifest. There's a lot that comes with this, as far as I'm gonna break it down. How many steps should there be? There's gonna be quite a few steps. You gotta have the mindset. You gotta have this glitter on me. Ooh. I don't like glitter. Like, I like it on stuff that it can't come off of. But if the glitter can get everywhere, I'm out. It irritates me. Anyways, there's a lot that comes with manifesting. You have to have a certain mindset. You have to have a certain drive. You have to have a certain faith in yourself, faith in a high power. Like, you have to be right with yourself in order to manifest correctly. Because if you don't manifest correctly, it can backfire. So if you're not familiar with what manifesting is the action of creating or making it a reality. You can manifest anything you want if you really truly believe that it's yours already. It's already yours if you want it. I don't like to use the word want. Let me rephrase that. I actually don't like using the word want, and you're going to see why in a second. So I'm going to say desire. If you desire it, it's yours if it's meant for you. There we go. But anyways, so you guys are going to see me looking down a lot because I have my notebook here and how I want to explain everything. This is my first time doing this type of video, and it's a lot to manifest. And you can't just, I'm going to manifest this. Like, you have to actually have certain feeling in your body to attract what you are desiring. You have to use certain words. It's a lot. So yeah, that's the reason for that. I'm gonna begin with what you should feel and what you shouldn't feel. So things that you should feel while you're manifesting, for one, you should be happy. Like, don't try to manifest when you're sad, because is that really what you want? That's like the boiling water method. If the water's boiling, can you really see the reflection of what's in the water? So like, if you're feeling emotional, that's not just sadness, anger, anything, don't manifest. Wait till you're in good spirits, good energy, because I can just throw it off. You want to put out good in order to receive good. Before I even start, a lot of people are not fond of the idea of manifesting. They think that if it's not gonna just happen without you putting in some effort, then it's not meant for you. To each his own. I'm not gonna knock anyone's mindset, but if you are one that feels like it's your life and you should have control of your life, then like manifesting, you should try it out. But with receiving comes loss. In order to receive, you have to release. So if you notice you start manifesting, or you're wanting better, if you're doing better, you're wanting better, and you start seeing stuff around you start falling apart, you can't get too concerned, because you're making room for what you're asking for. You can't just be like, don't fold. That's all I'm gonna say, because it has only from down, you gotta go up. Not saying that you have to go down. Some people don't have to experience that. But I know for me personally, once I started creating the life that I wanted for me, not for what I thought or what people were telling me how my life should be, I lost a lot. Friends, me, so yeah, that was a little PSA before I started. So what you should feel while you're manifesting: confidence. Don't have any doubts in what you're trying to promote or like create, because if you don't believe it, why should it happen? You have to truly believe it on some, like, it's yours. Say you're trying to manifest a car, it's yours already. Talk as if it's already yours, because it's yours. Sounds crazy. With manifesting comes delusion. You have to be delusional just a little bit, because it'll get you far. Not too much. that could backfire. But a little bit of delusion can get you a long way. When I say this, like, you have to have a little delusion, but not in a bad way, only because a lot of people fail to see the dream until you actually make it happen. So it's kind of like, you can't get discouraged because no one's backing up what you're seeing. You just gotta see it until you see it. So that's what I mean by being delusional. You also have to be very specific and have good intentions. If you're trying to manifest something hateful with hateful energy, the law of karma, what you put out, you get back. So don't use your gifts to be negative or to promote the world. We already know what's going on. It's already bad itself. Try not to put more bad out there, because why? So next, so with that being said, moving with like pure intentions, love, that's a key point to manifesting. Don't do none of that negative stuff. This is not a feeling that you should feel, but if you do have curiosity, go with it. The unknown, everything is unknown until it's known. So with that being said, just go with it. Unless you're feeling it, it's not a happy curious, it's I'm a little nervous. If you feel any anxiousness, then okay. You have to be real specific with advice nowadays, because some people only hear what they want to hear, and I need you to hear it all. So anywho, let's get into what you shouldn't feel. Desperation. That's my number one thing. If you are desperate in any way, shape, or form, it's not gonna come. Whatever you want, desire, it's not gonna come. If you are desperate, with that is like rushing, divine timing. You cannot rush anything. That's with people, time, food. If you're cooking food, you have to wait till it's done, because you can't rush anything. Like, so don't be trying to, oh my gosh, I need it now. I need. No, let it wait. Marinate, let it wait. Divine timing, like I said. Impatientness, going back into what I said, desperation. You can't be impatient. You gotta just forget about it. Take what you want and keep it in your heart and in the back of your mind, but not enough to where you're fixating on it and you're just like, it's a constant thought. You gotta lowball forget. I just caught the camera out. One. Anyways, you have to keep it as a thought, but not a fixation. So that's probably hard though, especially if it's something that like would really benefit you in the moment. Also, you can't get discouraged if your manifestations don't happen right away, because if it's not for you at the time, think of it as rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. Like, so don't take it too literal also, because it's been times, speaking from, anything that I ever say or I'm gonna talk about, it's just from my experience. Everyone's experience is going to be different. We're all here for different reasons. There are two ways that being desperate when manifesting can get you. The first way, it won't happen. You're not gonna see any change what you are trying to attract. You're not gonna get it because you're being desperate. And being desperate, low-key, what that means is like, even if you were to get what you wanted, you would fumble it. Like, you wouldn't appreciate its whole entirety. Let me get into the second one. That's what that's about. But basically, it won't, nothing. You're not going to see anything. And a lot of people stop there because they be like, well, I didn't see it right away. So, or they get discouraged and be like, well, I'm not supposed to have that. So that's what happens with the first way of being desperate can get you nothing. The second way, you can attract what you're trying to attract fast, but just as quick as it comes, it'll go. And also, if you attract something fast, you can't appreciate it. And I feel like that's probably why stuff goes, because when you got it so fast, you think you're not appreciating it as much as if you had to wait for it, and for it to like, you would appreciate it more if you have to wait because it took a while to get to you, instead of you just getting it fast, and it's not gonna have as much worth. We all know, well, if you're new here, you don't know, but 6 is my favorite number. I have 6 letters in my name. The first letter in my name is a D, which is what, 60%. 6% equals a D. It's my life path number, my birth month number, and it's my angel number. With all that being said, 6, I'm gonna give 6 methods on how to manifest, and I'm gonna give you 6 phrases to eliminate if you want to manifest correctly. It's best to keep a steady energy. I'm gonna keep saying it because if you're not sure, worried, anxious, if it's not just pure positive good vibes, and when you're manifesting, it's just not gonna go well. So make sure you keep, like I said before, keep it in your heart and in the back of your mind. You can think about it occasionally. Don't feel guilty if you think about it occasionally, like you're good. But as long as you're not fixating, it's a constant, as long as it's not a constant thought and you're starting to stress, lose sleep, just any type of fixation, as long as you're not doing that, you're good. The first phrase, I want. I don't like that phrase. I want, like it doesn't sound like graceful. It doesn't just roll like I want that. Like instead you can say I am attracting. So instead of saying I want, say I am attracting. I'm giving the second, like it's off the dome, the second alternative phrase, because I already had the no's, but I never thought of the yeses. So the yes phrases, these are off the dome. Number 2, we have hopefully. Hopefully this happens. No, this is happening. This is happening because it's happening. Don't say hopefully this happens. Like it's not sure. It's like, well, do you want it to happen? Like, so say it's happening instead of hopefully. Number 3, we have maybe. Maybe it'll happen to me. It is happening to you. If that's what you desire, it's already in your plan. You don't have to say maybe. It's already written. Number 4, I perhaps. I was gonna try to put that in a sentence, but that's pretty simple. I perhaps. It's another way of stunning your manifestation, because why are you not certain? You have to be certain about what you're trying to attract. Number 5, someday. Someday I'll get my dream car. Why someday? Why not now? Who knows? You gotta act like it's already yours. A lot of people say that the future is not a thing. All we have is the now. Don't talk about someday. Talk about now. Act like it's yours now already, so it can actually become yours whenever the time is right. But someday, that just sounds so far away and not certain, so don't use that word. And last but not least, number 6, I need it now. Like, you can use now, but I need, it sounds like you're desperate. I'm in need of assistance. Like, that's what it sounds like. You're begging. If it's yours, why would you need to ask for it or even beg in the first place? It's yours already. What you should expect, stuff to fall apart, just slightly, just a little bit. You need to clear space, whether that be, say you want a better nighttime skin routine. It's me. Say you want a nighttime skin routine. You're gonna have to sacrifice probably a little bit more of sleep time in order to achieve your skin goal routine. If you want to be better at a sport, you have to sacrifice your time by practicing in order to be better. But the sacrifice is always going to be, I almost said that backwards. The reward is always going to be better than the sacrifice that you had to implement. So don't feel discouraged. Another thing that you should always do is show gratitude. You need to be appreciative of everything, because you don't know when you're ever going to get it again. Or not even just that, but you don't know. You need to be thankful. It's a gift to be alive. And the most you can do, the least you can do, as I should say. I be getting confused with my grammar. The least you can do is show gratitude to whatever you believe in. If you believe in anything, if not, give thanks to yourself for allowing you to live another day. Always show gratitude to what you believe in, yourself. Show gratitude. That's an important key in order to manifesting as well. At this point, I was sitting here eating candy, which later I regretted because I really don't want to sound like I'm lecturing, but a lot of people don't. Because I end up choking. Like, oh my goodness. A lot of people don't tell you how to manifest correctly. Like, when I was first beginning, just starting, like, what's manifesting? 3-6-9 method. Okay, it works. We all know it works, but there's other methods. You have to have a mindset. You have to have certain energy that you're dealing with in order to manifest efficiently. So that's why I'm here, just free game, not to lecture. So I was gonna list each crystal and like say each properties, but just for the sake of time, these are the crystals I use. I'm gonna put their names. It's 6 of them. I'm gonna put you on the 6 crystals, but you gotta do your own research so you can know exactly what you're looking for and what's gonna resonate with you and your energies, because you know we're all just energy. Another method besides crystals would be to use incense and candles. I do candle magic a lot. If you're familiar, you know it works. If you're not familiar and would like to get into it, just start researching. It benefits me a lot. I'm speaking for experience. I only speak from experience. This candle promotes joy, happiness, because it's yellow. I also put other herbs and chamomiles in here. I'm trying to see what else I put in here. Bay leaf is in here. The rest is under the wax, so I can't see. But you can see I make all my spell candles for myself. I make them all by myself. I have like a few candles that I've bought from people, but like all my magic candles, I create them. They're all perfectly crafted to fit what I'm trying to promote, because you know each color promotes its own abilities to heal, so, or promote. So with that being said, incense, it doesn't matter what incense that you use. Well, it kind of doesn't matter because certain incense promotes certain things, but you need to pay attention to that. But incense is just very important to me for manifesting. This pack specifically, when I first started using incense or anything, I wasn't familiar. I just bought whatever's like, if I smelt it and it clicked in my body, like I pay attention to the way things make me feel as opposed to like me knowing prior. So I just used that based off how I felt and how it made me feel. And I actually have a story. So basically, when I first bought these, I had no knowledge. I was just using, what's right here, my manifesting book. I had wrote, this when I was first starting my business, and I was writing like, I just need good vibes. Just tell me, like, give me the answer so I can just do and just create and just be just the best me and what I'm doing. And I put rose quartz and citrine. I didn't have like, I didn't have a plan. I just had the platform. So I just put everything on there. And then I was using these. And I was just like counterclockwise, you know, banish, promote. And I was just like saying good affirmations, just like, you know, setting my intention. And everything just worked in my favor. Could be delusion, but I know that this pack has been around since like a long time and it did me no wrong. But there's a billion incense, billions. So again, work with what works with you. If you're not familiar with the pillow method, if you follow me on TikTok, you've seen me post it, what was that, a couple of days ago. But the pillow method is when you write down your intentions, what you're trying to promote, implement, anything. You write it down, put it under your pillow, sleep on it, and your subconscious mind is creating as you're sleeping. But again, have the calm energy. Don't come into your manifestations with bad energy, uncertainty, anything that could throw it off. You gotta be positive and just pure. Everything gotta be good. So that's the pillow method. I was gonna give an actual demonstration, but if you want to watch, go check out my TikTok. I did a whole dump, and you can just slide through it and save it, and you'll be able to have it down packed. Another method would be to visualize. It's one of the easiest ways to manifest. It's pretty simple. Visualize. Like I was saying before, acting as if it's already yours. You gotta see it to believe it, you know. I see, I speak, I love, I do, I feel, I am. I see. Visualizing. That's actually what this tattoo means. It means I see. I see, and it's a 6 affirmation. You know, 6 is my number. So to visualize, it's not that hard. You just have to be very, very, very specific, because you can get what you want, but if you're not specific, it'll go left. I've asked for things, I got it, but it wasn't the ideal way that I pictured it, or could have pictured it, but I didn't, because I was just like not being super detailed. Be super, super, super detailed when you manifest. The sky's the limit. You have no limits. Do it up. Be specific. See it to every single last detail. You gotta just see it. Another way would to be to script. You can do it on regular paper, have a designated journal, notebook. I have a designated book right here, designated to my manifestations. I feel like it's cleaner that way, because I write a lot, so I used to originally have everything in one book, because I was like, this is mine, like I don't have anybody to. Now I have so many. Each topic, work, random ideas, manifestations, my feelings, it all has its own spot. I feel like it makes it work. I attract better that way as well. Have an organization. You gotta have structure. You gotta have organization. That's another factor in order to manifest. You gotta be in order. You gotta be in order with yourself, with everything. Because if you are in chaos, the way you're attracting what you're attracting is going to be in chaos. So yeah, it's the truth. No one talks about that, how when you manifest, how everything around you changes, but it's like not in a bad way, because you're reaching your highest good. You're in your the motion of reaching your highest good, so stuff has to fall apart just to get better and to get better. This is one of my favorite ways to manifest. Oils. This is to promote success. This is to promote love. I make this love, especially for your self-love. I made this when I was in a really I made this when it was for me. I was in a dark place, and I needed, I just came up with something, so I was like, I need to experiment on, what can I do to make me feel better? I need something to keep me going. So I made it, and it's worked for me, so I'm just sharing it with others as well. It's charged with rose quartz. You can check out all the benefits on my website. Manifesting oil. So the difference between success oil and manifesting oil, to me, success is for money, wealth, and abundance. Manifesting oil could be for anything, not just things related to finances. My manifesting oil is charged with citrine, and it has calendula in it, so that promotes abundance and whatnot. Check out the benefits on my website. And then this is called Darker Than Moon. I put it on my third eye when the moon. I can either do when it's full or new. It varies for me, depends on how I feel. I put it on my third eye. Manifest. So good. It helps me see. If I want to know something, I'll put this on, and then I'll get it either in a dream or it comes. it works. I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but if I am, I can always make like a part 2, but I didn't want to talk y'all ear off too much. I've been talking a lot. When I do videos when it's like me, I'll be trying to keep it short and sweet because I could talk a lot. My little vlogs and stuff, I keep it, you know, to a certain extent because, you know, you just want to watch, but this is something like you gotta listen and watch too, not just. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can always DM me on Instagram. I'll probably respond there quicker than any other platform that I have. So Instagram, that's where to find me. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Okay. Okay, so you vote. Very 2015. Bitch, I'm voting what you fuck with.